Welcome back to the saga of the Ghost Dagger. And if you hear something licking or wet or something like that, fat cat's still on the table here. Oh, Garfield. Big old orange and white cat. Always licking himself. It's been a long time since he's been in the video. You can see his paws and the other one. So anyway, the Ghost Dagger, or the Dagger full size, or S. Basically the Dagger 19X. In our last video, it didn't do so well against the Glock 19X as we had some feeding issues. Well, after further review and diagnosis of the problem, it was not the ammo, it was not the magazines that were used, it was the comp and the recoil spring was just too much. So what I did was I put a factory steel guide rod back in, or a steel guide rod with factory rated spring, took the comp off and went and shot it, and you'll see that footage here in a minute. We shot, what was it, 50 rounds, 115 grain blazer, about 30 rounds of 147 grain LAX through it, all 9mm of course, and it ran it all fine. So it's back operational again. So what I think was, it was that we were shooting some reloads through it. It didn't like those reloads that I had, and the comp and the recoil spring was too much for the ammo to make the slide function. Plus we got, we got this R-TAC copy of a grip. Let's see if we can do a little bit something about lighting. I think we'll have better lighting this time around. So yeah, our lighting should be better. So we get this gray R-TAC here. I like it because it got the top load battery. I do need to adjust the red dot up. It's off right now because of that. So and then we had some issues with the mag well here. So it depends on what it does and this and that. Of course the gun is empty. As you can see, there's no magazine in it. And so that was the problem. It was just too much comp, too much recoil, and not enough oomph. I think if I would have had 147 grains, NATO spec ammo running through it with the comp and that, it would have worked fine. But that kind of negates the issue. So I do have another type of comp I'm going to try on it. It's the probably my favorite one, and we'll see how that goes on it. Anyway, here's the footage of it. So it really wasn't its fault against the Glock 19X. It was the way it was set up. And if I would put those components, since it was a Gen 3 versus a Gen 5, if I could have put the if I could have put the Gen 5 slide on this, it would have worked fine. Vice versa, still would have had the problem. If I could have swapped out all the parts, it would have happened on the Glock 19. So anyway, Victoria's poking at me. Here is the footage from it, and let me know what you think. Round 2 with the Dagger, without the comp on it, and with a factory supposedly recoil spring. Let's find out.